The student debt crisis actually got worse. Elon Musk got 600% richer. So don't worry if you're like, man, I hope the rich and the 1% did okay during this COVID crisis, lockdown. I hope the rich they say the economy's all bad, but I'm hoping, goodness gracious, I sure hope Elon Musk is, I hope his head is above water. Let's just say that. I just hope that Elon Musk is able to afford his, next cup of soup, for his breakfast or dinner. I don't know. Okay, so I want to break down my force the vote idea. So force the vote, it's not exactly, the speaker, whatever, but it's a force the vote situation where you got Gavin Newsom, you have an opportunity, you have a moment where, essentially, you can vote either yes or no, and to be a good Democrat, you probably should vote no, and then vote for somebody else. That way you could say that you didn't ruin the whole fucking election, right? No, I voted no on the recall, but it seems to me I'm inclined to throw out the incumbent, and all we have to do is pick a person to replace Gavin Newsom that's in favor of universal health care. We have a supermajority in, California. The Democrats have a supermajority in the legislature, in the Senate, and the House. So what, that's 40 and 80, right? So they got the supermajority. So that means they got the House, they got the Senate. Anything the lawmakers pass, the governor should just sign. Because you got all them lawmakers to get on one fucking thing. And then the governor, as long as they got some common sense, look through the damn bill, make sure they didn't throw some fucking pork and some, bullshit loophole, crazy lobbyist horse shit in it. If it looks like a good bill, fucking sign the damn thing. So Dan Kapelovitz, he's a fucking defense attorney, a professor kind of or something. He was the editor of a newspaper. He's competent enough. He could sign his damn name. He's Green Party. Even Angel Lynn, I think, is competent enough, and plus she could also inspire, generations of people, and that is so California. Angel Lynn, she's been in Hollywood for fucking ever, so that's, so California. That would be so fucking California as fuck to vote for an Angel Lynn to be the governor for the next year. Just, read the bills, she's got common sense, just, I think she would do great. I think she would do wonderful. Maybe she could just go on to these talk shows and then, they'll explain how they see the issue and she'll get different perspectives all, just get a good cabinet, an Abraham Lincoln cabinet with, differing ideas, Republicans or conservatives and liberals. So get a cabinet with conservatives and liberals and, advise Angeline for the next year. It's only a year, supermajority, so it's only a year, supermajority. They'll do whatever they want. And so, force the vote. Force the fucking vote, right? So, to all the motherfucking goddamn people in California that are not going to vote, fuck you, you fucking lazy-ass pieces of shit. Unless you're somehow boycotting it out on principle, then it's a little bit different. But if you're just a lazy, dumb fuck and you're like, I don't want to vote because I'm a lazy, dumb fuck, that's no good. That's no good. So we need to force the non-voters to go vote. Hey, non-voter, go fucking vote. Go fucking vote, you non-voting motherfucker. And we need to, very clearly say, hey, Gavin Newsom, there's, I don't know what David Moore, I would assume he's probably for universal health care. He's a Trotskyist, right? You would think the socialist is for universal health care. And then you also have this Mike Lobes. He's for a universal basic income. And I think he's for a universal, he wants a simplify existing medical programs in California into a medical Cal for all system. Okay, so yeah. There you go. It looks like he wants universal health care. He wants universal health care. He's talking about greater health care access. I don't want to put words in people's mouths. Unless they're for it, they're not for it. So the only person I know that's for universal health care is John Robert Drake. Let's give it to John Robert Drake. So since we know he's in favor of universal health care, he'll sign the damn bill. He wants California to have universal health care. So he'll sign the bill, whereas Gavin Newsom wouldn't have signed the fucking bill. And he's been promising the damn shit. So Gavin Newsom, you got, a couple days. You still got, 10 days, 9 days left. You still got a week, right? You still got a week to put on a fucking show. What are you going to do on Monday? What are you going to do on Tuesday? How about Wednesday and Thursday and Friday? right? You still got to put on that damn show. And so therefore, on Monday, Gavin Newsom should introduce Medicare for All, universal health care, one of the two bills that was put on Arnold Schwarzenegger's desk. Pick one of those two. I don't know who the fuck you assholes are or why the hell you haven't done it so far, but there's two fucking bills. Put one of those two, put both of them in front of the goddamn governor's desk and see what the fuck happens. But put it on a floor vote. Vote for the fucking thing. Supermajority, Democratic supermajority, vote for the goddamn thing. Let's see if the Democrats have the spine to stand up to a couple of, corporate fucking lobbyists. A bunch of healthcare insurance fuckers. Let's see if they got the spinal cord to fight for the health of the people of California. So, force the vote for the people that don't vote, and also force the vote. Gavin Newsom, put Medicare for All, put universal health care on the floor vote for the legislature. The Senate, get your Democratic fucking buddies in the legislature, get the Senate, get the House, the Assembly, force the vote. Force the vote, get universal health care. You got 40 million people, that's a lot of fucking people. You got a big enough pool of people to have your own universal health care system. And if we can't do it with 40 million people, then we can't do it with 330 million people. So the states are supposed to be laboratories of democracy. I don't know how come all the states don't have some kind of universal. The national government failed, but how come all the state governments are failing as well? And actually, we got like 95% of the people's coverage, but I'll talk about that on another night. So the only person I know that's in favor of universal health care for sure is John Robert Drake. I would like for him to talk about it and go on and on about it, so that way it seems like he's got some knowledge behind him. But I don't know anybody else that's for single-payer health care when it comes to... I think Gavin Newsom is for single... So you need to recall Gavin, and then you need to put him back in there so he'll get us, some universal. But if he's promising it and hasn't gotten it, then that means it's just all blowhard fucking bullshit talk. It's just all a bunch of hot air, You're going to get us universal health care? No, you're not. No, you're not. You haven't got us universal health care. Force the fucking vote. Gavin Newsom, if you don't put health care on, if you don't get your legislature to put health care on the floor to vote in the next day or two, Monday, Tuesday, next week, then nobody's going to vote for you. On the 14th, Jimmy Dore is going to tell everybody to go out and vote for John Robert Drake or Dan Kapilovich, Angeline, maybe this Moore guy, maybe this Loeb guy, I don't know. Maybe the other McGowan, maybe Jackie McGowan. Maybe I don't know. So, any one of them, right, who believes in universal health care. Which one do we know believes in their heart of hearts? I don't give a shit if they know the fucking details of the shit, but in their heart of hearts, they want the people of California to have health care, and when they get sick, they can go to the hospital, get taken care of, and the government pays their bill. Which one of these candidates will guarantee us that? And that's how the force of vote would, remember they said, oh, you're just going to give us Kevin McCarthy. No, we're going to check out Gavin Newsom if he doesn't get us universal health care. Hey, Gavin Newsom, I don't know, whatever, the recall, it's Republican, finance or whatever. So I don't care. The election is here, and you're about to get your ass kicked, and you're about to get chucked out. And we don't even have a backup plan? How stupid. The Democrat Party, you think the voter is that fucking dumb? You think the voter is that just low information voter, right? Just such a fucking dumbass voter that they couldn't understand to vote no on the recall and then vote somebody else? Hell, you could have said nothing and they could have just looked at the ballot and figured that shit out by themselves. So a force the vote movement would be to force the vote on the non-voter to go fucking vote in this election because we need a high turnout rate, but also force the vote on Gavin Newsom. Get California some universal health care, or we're going to get John Robert Drake to get it for us. We know John Robert Drake isn't part of no lobbyist fucking farm, right? No lobbyist, elite, fucking plutocratic goddamn. He's having problems with his landlord. So we know that John Robert Drake is working class just like the rest of us. So I'll trust a working class person. You're goddamn right. He'll get us universal health care. Why? Because he knows what the struggle's about. Probably has had, either he needed health care one time or he knows people that needed health care but didn't have it. So, yeah, if Gavin Newsom can't get just a vote, right? We're not saying pass the thing. We're not saying get an entire fucking healthcare system. Look at Otto von Bismarck. You could take that plan there. Germany's had universal healthcare since the 1800s. Motherfuckers, over 100 years, 130, 40, 50 years ago, Germany's had, how can Germany have it 150 years ago and not America nor, 48 to 49 to 50 states? Nobody in America knows how to do it, but everybody in Europe knows how to do it, and China and Russia and Canada and Cuba and really every civilized country, everywhere. Every civilized country, everywhere has been able to institute universal health care. So that's a greater explanation of my understanding of, my own force the vote idea. Force the vote on Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore, you gotta fucking get on Gavin Newsom, motherfucker. And until, Jimmy Dore gets on Gavin Newsom, we gotta get on Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore, what the fuck? Where the fuck are you? You haven't talked about Dan Kapelovitz one time, Green Party guy. You're about helping the little parties, right? How come you're not saying shit about California? You're about to lose. We're supposed to listen to you asshole motherfuckers, TYT and who the fuck ever, Sam Cedar and all that, and you guys ain't even talk. You're about to lose your goddamn state. Your state is about to be sold down the fucking river to the Republican Party, and I guess you're going to say, well, electoral politics, blah, 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 but you didn't even try. You didn't even research. You didn't tell anybody to go research. You told nobody to go vote. You did nothing. You did nothing. And then what? Big shocker, the Republicans took everything away from you. What, in the middle of you doing a whole bunch of fucking nothing? The state went some other fucking place. You weren't paying attention to the state politics. I guess that's beneath you. That's beneath you, huh, Jimmy Dore? So force the vote on Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore, we got to put the pressure on Gavin Newsom to get universal health care for California. When California has a successful model, then America could do it, or maybe Colorado or some other state can do it. But Colorado gets universal health care. Watch as, other states get universal health care. Colorado's supposed to be the goddamn model. California's supposed to be the model. They're supposed to be the front runner. They're supposed to be the leader. Where the fuck are you, California? You haven't even got health care for your fucking people yet? You just legalized marijuana, and then I heard Gavin's for fracking. He was against fracking, against the death penalty, but now he's for fracking. So the three good things I knew about Gavin, he's against fracking or for fracking. It's not clear. It's not clear, Mr., slick back fucking, slick back Dick Jack, whatever it is, fucking... He talks a good, game, but the hypocrisy is kind of bullshit. But then, who the fuck wants to send their kids into, public schools with all your fucking dirty pigpen kids? And then, who really likes wearing them damn masks anyways? And when it comes to the world of big-time politics, you got to wine and dine to get that good talent. In Gavin Newsom's defense. But, my inclination, I would probably vote to recall him because that's my inclination. Fuck the incumbent. Let's see, did you make things better? No? Okay, we need new blood. And, so my inclination is to vote yes on the recall. And then I'm not in California, and I feel like I'm kind of doing this a little late. So, therefore, Angeline or whatever, she just seems like she's already got the popularity. It's just easy to coalesce around her. But comparing and contrasting all the different platforms, if I had to pick somebody, like right now, the Trotskyist, I really like the Trotskyist. I'm looking at David Moore. I'm looking at David Moore a little bit more. But I like the Trotskyist a lot. Dan Kapelovitz, I like him, but I feel like the excitement for him is waning. I so want to be excited about him, but it's just like, if you can't even make somebody who's ready to be excited about your campaign be excited, you're probably not doing good at convincing people that don't give a fuck about nothing. So, I like Kapelovitz, John Robert Drake. I like him. I just, as a working class kind of, he had, issues with the landlord. So I just know that motherfucker's going to do shit that's in the name of the working class. That's the perfect governor right there, and that's so California, too. So I could pick a regular citizen, a Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. You picked a regular citizen who got the golden ticket. got the golden ticket to run the Golden State. That would be, God, that's a story from, that'd be fantastic. I mean, then there was Quasimodo. That was the fucking, you pick a poor person and they get to be king for a day. And what if he, John Robert Drake did a fucking good job. His last name is Drake, so that's pretty easy to remember. Kapilovitz, right? It took me a while to fucking memorize that shit, but Drake, I mean, you already got Drake, right? That fucking singer. So, hell, people might think, just vote for Drake, right? Drake. Is that Drake the singer? I think it is. Oh, shit, I like Drake. He should be the governor. And, hell, maybe he could get Drake to campaign with him. That'd be, the number one reason why people vote for anybody is name recognition. Oh, I know that person. You know them or of them. Oh, I just saw a billboard. I don't know Angeline at all. So again, with the force to vote, forcing the fucking non-voters, but that's the force to vote tactic is to get health care, Medicare for all, whatever for California, whatever you want to call it. So Medicare, Medi-Cal for all. So we want to get Medi-Cal for all, and we want that vote to be put on the floor vote in the next week. And if Gavin Newsom doesn't put that up in the next week, then we vote Angelin Kapilovitz, John Robert Drake. We know John Robert Drake's for it. So we definitely will have to pick, but that gives, Jimmy Dore the next 9 days to figure out of 46 people who is the best, most honest, progressive that he trusts, that he thinks can get the job done, that can implement the policies that they believe in. He's got 9 days to figure that out. I like a couple, Kapilovitz, Moore, whatever, Loeb, John Robert Drake, Angelin. So I like a couple of them. But we have to coalesce around one. So if Jimmy Dore pays attention and he does some research and he looks into these candidates, how he can interview all of them the next 9 days, you can invite all 46 of them to his program. Isn't that the point? To shed light on shit that people don't. So shed some light on this. Do some real journalism. Actually talk to the damn. You're about to lose your state, California. So Gavin Newsom has the next 9 days to institute universal health care. And if he does not do it, then we're going to get John Robert Drake in there so he'll do it. To be a good Democrat, you can vote no, and you can vote for John Robert Drake. And to be a person that's sick of the goddamn, governor and not having universal health care and having all this poverty and this homelessness and all this forest fires and all the shit that's going on, that'd be a good kick in the nuts to the fucking establishment, wouldn't it? Fuck your plutocracy. Fuck your goddamn oligarchical plutocracy, motherfuckers. We just elected a working class person. Straight working class. He was getting paid $10 an hour, paying $1,000 rent. What's rent in California? $500, $1,000. I don't know. It's too fucking much. You can buy land out in Colorado for $3,000. You get 5 acres for $3,000. What is that? 3 months of rent? 3 months of rent, you can get 5 acres. Instead, you'd rather just give it to your landlord? That's dumb. The oppressor. As long as you keep enabling the oppressor, right? What am I saying now? The fact that John Robert Drake has regular people problems, and the fact that John Robert Drake understands that he's just for a lot of progressive shit off the top of his fucking head. So that's the general, guidelines. That's the general strokes for what I'm talking about. The whole force to vote to get universal health care for California. If Gavin Newsom won't put it on, the docket, then we put John Robert Drake into the governor's chair. Force the vote,